Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy DLloyd, and we are here, you guys, for the draft. It is finally here, and hopefully we can get some of the players that we definitely want. But let's go ahead and jump straight into what happened during this draft. I think it was pretty good overall, but there is a couple places that we took some missteps here or there. So right away we end up having the 18th pick. But we go ahead and see who's on the board. Now, the guy we want is Antoine Tracy. We need a cornerback, and we know we need to pretty much trade up to get him. He is ranked number 5 overall on the B board. So we're going to go ahead and simulate a couple picks. Hopefully nobody selects him, and then we'll try to trade up. So the Titans, they go to linebacker, but then the Dolphins end up taking the cornerback that we wanted. So I was going to try to trade up with the 3rd or the 4th pick, but it turns out he's not going to even be available. So we go ahead and simulate our pick here. You see, everybody that we kind of wanted is still on the board besides Antoine Tracy. So we're going to go ahead, look at the available offers, see if we want to move down, but nobody else was offering us a first-round pick this year. So we decided not to take any of these offers, and we're going to go ahead and get the guy that we wanted. Now, I know we could have got Chris Wilbur later on in the round. We want to go ahead and get our quarterback now. So we go ahead and draft him, and he ends up being a 76 overall. It says that we reached a little bit here, but we're going to take it. He has 86 speed, 93 throwing power. His accuracy is something we could definitely work on, while Joe Flacco is our quarterback, and he even has quick development. So I don't think it was a bad pick. He's not going to play right away, but he's somebody who should be able to, get into the game a couple years down the road and be our quarterback from there on. So we end up going to the 2nd round here, 2nd pick in the 2nd round, and we make a trade. We trade our 2nd round pick, and we trade Justin Forsett to move up in the 2nd round. So we get rid of Forsett. We're going to go ahead and rock with Carlos Williams as our running back, and we get the 2nd round pick to move up to make the pick that we want and get the middle linebacker that we've been looking for. So Jeffrey Toller, we're going to go ahead and select him with the 2nd pick in the 2nd round, you guys. 6'2", 241 pounds, out of Penn State. A huge type of linebacker that we need, and we need one pretty bad. So we go ahead and select him, and he ends up being a 79 overall with 87 speed, 91 hit power, and an 81 block shedding, and even has 86 tackling. So I think this was a fantastic pick on our behalf, and I'm definitely happy to have another middle linebacker alongside CJ Mosley. So now, fast forwarding to the 3rd round, we don't have any 4th or 5th or 7th round picks, so this is kind of important. We decided to go ahead and get the speedster Javonte McCullum. He ran a 4.31 40. That's pretty much the only reason why we decided to go ahead and try to get him. And you see, he's only a 72 overall, but a 96 speed, 91 acceleration, 86 juke move. He even has an 82 ball carrier vision, so definitely could be a kick returner for us. We can see how everything turns out in terms of him getting onto the field as a running back. But now we're here in the 6th round, our last pick of the draft. Right away, we know who we want to get. We want to get Matt T, a 6'6", 223-pound wide receiver. Didn't kill it when it looks at the combine, but look at his skills. He could definitely catch, and we definitely want to go ahead and try to add him to the team. So I know he's projected late 7th rounder. We don't have a 7th round pick, so we're going to go ahead and get the guy now. And look at this. He ends up being a 75 overall in the 6th round, and he even has 89 speed, 90 jumping for that 6'6" frame. That is absolutely ridiculous. I think we got a steal here in the 6th round, and I kind of regret getting Vincent Jackson a little bit now, because we wanted a big frame receiver, and we got one. So these are the 4 players that we end up drafting in this draft class: 76 overall, 79, 72, and a 75. So I don't think we had a bad draft at all. It would have been better if we could have added Tracy, because our secondary still needs help. But I think we did a pretty good job for the most part. We got pretty solid pieces here and there, and I think Matt Teague is going to be a beast, and he's going to compete to actually be our starting receiver come week 1. So looking at the players and the numbers they're going to be wearing in these Baltimore Ravens uniforms. So Chris Wilbur, he'll be rocking number 8 for us as a quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, don't expect him to start right away, but he's going to get playing time, especially during preseason. As for Jeffrey Toller, a middle linebacker, he should start right away. 54 is going to be the number that he will be rocking in a Ravens uniform, and we definitely needed another middle linebacker, and I think he's going to be great in this defense. As for our speedster Javonte McCullum, he is going to be rocking number 26. Like I said earlier, I don't know exactly when he's going to get on the field as a running back. Pretty deep at that position, but you never know. He could definitely make a good impression on me during preseason, but he should be our kick returner, at least starting off this season. And then, last but not least, Matt T, his big 6'6" frame, he's going to be rocking number 84, you guys. That is definitely going to be our red zone guy, and I can see him being on the field very early, if not being on the field week 1, just because of that size and his jumping ability and his speed. I just think, you know, it's definitely going to help out our offense. I always like having at least one big-time, big-frame receiver. But after the draft, we go ahead and look at free agency a little bit, and there's really no cornerbacks here for us to really choose from. Nobody really on the trading block. So you guys need to help me out. We definitely need to get creative. We need to come up with cornerbacks that I can get that's pretty cheap in terms of we don't have to give up a lot for them. That could definitely help out our secondary right now. Or let me know one of those free agents that I could definitely try to go ahead and get, and they can help us out right now. But for right now, this is what we have for our depth chart. Receivers, don't really worry about that because we're going to be changing that throughout the whole preseason. I want some of the new guys to play more during preseason, so I put them as a second teamer. But for our defense, I think we look pretty set here, you guys, except for our secondary. So like I said, help me out with that secondary. We need to figure out a solution to this problem we have. But besides that, I think our roster looks pretty good as a whole. You guys let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about this draft and how do you feel about our roster heading into the preseason? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and leave it a like. It'll help me out a lot, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy D Lloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.